video, like how some people, I guess, will just be around you to affect your confidence, and they see that you're very confident. And I was starting to get like codependent, like on people's opinion, like, okay, can I do this and can I do that? And it's like being around people that, I don't know, you could say no psychology, no mind games, whatever, it's not really good for you. Like, but then God will literally pull you out. If you pray to him, you have a prayer routine, you pay your tithes, God will show you not the good within. Like, I swear, like, when you're on some loving light, like, you want the best for people, like, go find the best, because I'm not that. And I may have been the best for you, or like in some type of way, but you wasn't the best for me, where I wasn't getting the things that I needed. So I'm letting you go for the best things that I need to come in my life, so I don't attract another person like this in my life. Because I realized, just because I did so much for people, even like bullying, you know, for some people starting their family where they try to neglect you, have abandonment issues, and people will never be honest. They will do things so you will attract a partner like this and act like they're so innocent, like they didn't know what they was doing. But this happened to them, and they're aware of their behavior. But the thing is, just like a man, some narcissistic moms or women, they do what the narcissistic man taught. Like, I even said this, and it's getting a lot of views about the old generation. Men will think they're leading by example by cheating on their wife, but you're teaching your son to be a dog and do the same bad behavior and get distracted, instead of trying to make generational wealth to be feeding a flesh, where it's like they're going into like this non-disciplining mode. Like, okay, like, it's just as important for women and men. They shouldn't be having sex at 12 years old, because then they're going to get used to that feeling, and that's all they want, that feeling of being loved, that feeling of being attached, that feeling of being enough. And same thing for women. It'll be like showing to their fathers, like, okay, I really can't trust men, because look, she did everything and she was good to them, and like, you know, be playing, use them for this, use them for that. And then, knowing how genuine I am, I literally don't use anybody. If I need something, it's when I really need it. Because a lot of people I dated, men specifically, and family, taught me like, okay, ask for help. But then when I ask for help, they make it seem and say some snarky comment like, I don't even know why you don't got it together, why you ain't doing this, why you ain't doing that. And when they're down, I don't say shit like that to them. I don't make them feel like you could have it together. Even if some people, the way they have in their mind, they know they're not going to be shit, they know they're not going to do this, or they don't have faith that things are going to get better for them, I don't say stuff to people, because you're already hurt. You already think you're insecure. You already think, because, you know, that's one thing I liked about the Aquarius, because it's like, you know, what does your weight has to do with me loving you? What does that have to do with anything? I'm telling you to eat stuff so you could like live a healthier life. But if you on that, I don't want to live, it be the people who say they don't care about this and that, or living, be caring about living, be caring about their bills being paid. And the thing is, I'm not gonna be somebody's sucker. Like, people be looking at it like, oh yeah, why you gonna hate me after I did all this, and you know the truth? Oh, I seen you with so much money, and you seen that I was trying to make it seem a lesson that I'm using you for this and that. Because God is real. God can get active. God can get evil. He will get even for me. And sometimes I be praying that he don't, because I be like, dang, I really feel bad for what they do. But God probably knows more, that yeah, they went through bad, but like, that's still not the reason and cause for them to act like this. They thought it was okay to be a bully. They thought because you're a woman that, and you have feelings, that they could come to you and hurt you just because you wasn't going to do no repercussion. And you can do repercussion, but it's still like giving them like that power that they have control of your feelings. And that's why I don't be caring. Like, I could buy me a new car. I could buy me this. I could do this for myself. Like, as the time progressed, land is getting bought. People are building car washes, gas station, and even my friends, even grown older men be saying like, you could deal with boss. Don't tell people what you got. The fact that they already offended by you telling them about ATMs, IRAs. Why would you tell somebody information? Make that make sense. Why would you tell them information on putting them on fixing credit, IRA, if you already got it? Like, I remember there was time people was blowing my phone and I was making money and I never picked it up because I'm like, I'm busy. Then they want to jump to the conclusion like, you might be hanging with somebody. Hanging with who? Called on this money on my lap. I'm like, who am I hanging with? I'm busy. And then I'll ask you to come along with me on the ride to get you some money, but you don't want to come. I'm not here to make anybody offended. The thing is, I'm not going to fall for that. Like, thank God I watched Bratz movie. There's a Bratz movie. I'm going to figure out the name of it. Where they was teenagers and they end up rescuing themselves. They best friends end up helping themselves. No boy came helping to rescue them. It literally taught me a valuable lesson that you're going to be the only hero of your story. And you are more than capable. And people know that. And they want to feel intimidated by you. But it's just a distraction. Everything is just a distraction. Especially when people with low self-esteem, they can't do it by themselves. That's why they get married or they find someone that take care of their needs and wants. And they're okay with relying because they don't have no self-esteem or no work to be like, I can do it myself. And then they'll think, because I know this information, I'm judging them. No, based off the observation I had collected, I learned that I don't want to be like some people I was around. Because what can work for you won't work for me. I've been around people who seen that I'm more than capable doing it. And then when I go above and beyond, I didn't know I'm starting a competition. I didn't know I was making them jealous and mad. And I don't care. Because it's crazy when they in the bedroom with you making love, they be like, $1 million pussy. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell I'm going to be sitting here with a bum? They ain't going to do shit but talk that talk. And you ain't walking how you talk it. That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense. Like, make that make sense. Go to the women that y'all don't feel intimidated, that can't pay rent, don't got their name on a lease, don't own 2 cars. Go to those type of women. Those are the women that probably will put you on child support, that want to continue that generational curse. But it's up to you, like my friend said, that is a new father. Because he knew that the criticism, he could handle criticism. He didn't look at it like most childish people that ask me to tell the truth. And I said it in a nice manner, use it to not like me. If you give somebody a nice advice in a nice manner and you think you're uplifting them, and they take it as to use it against you, to not like you, to use that to hate on you, they was never your fucking friend in the beginning, my friend. They was never your fucking friend, okay? I don't need an adult, another person. Sometimes going to therapy, I be saying things, but they be saying, I'm on my shit. Keep going. I'm on my shit. You're doing a great job. Even female friends, like, bro, I wish I was, and they would hear the shit I've been through, and they be like, bro, you sure you don't want to get your lick? Nah, bro. Like that Jamaican man, some people be drinking and smoking because they know that God can cut their time in half. And I already pray that it doesn't happen. Because sometimes people go and keep doing the same pattern. Not save, spending money. And I'm giving them free games so they could just, use it. Because they always watching my page to know what they not doing. I don't got time to be like, oh, I'm still in love with you. No, you're in love with some idol, whatever you're in love with, it's not real. You're in love with keeping me attached to you to be miserable because you don't want me to be happy with nobody else. And that's what I should title it. You don't want me to be happy with nobody else. Oh, I'm going to buy that big ass elephant for me. Because I love elephants. I didn't claim to be a healer. It's just, I guess it was just born in me where it's like, I don't feel offended. And you shouldn't feel offended by anybody who, what's that word? showed you time and time after again, I'm going to disappoint you with words and dreams and say I'm going to do this for you. And don't go hard and make it seem like it's impossible. But then when you get it done, you make it possible. I feel like sometimes I was people karma for them to think like, yeah, you think you could take me down, but you're not going to take me down. Even for some people, I was like the healer to teach them something about themselves. And that's how loving I was. Like, even when I seen you have mommy issues, dad issues, abandonment, I just wanted you to change for yourself, because you're holding all that bitter and hurt, and you think because you've seen your parents be evil. How far did that really get them? Are they in $1 million house continuing that hurt because they didn't want to take accountability, that they picked up a spouse probably out of lust? That's why it's important to see how someone is going to hold you down if they have money or if they don't have money. Is they going to be your rock? Are they going to have your back? You got to see somebody when they broke, happy, sad, mad. Because if you don't, I don't think it's going to last long. Because you want to see if they're angry. Like, do they walk away, take a deep breath, and be like, listen, I understand that you're mad, but talk to me when you got it, you know? Or if they'll punch a drywall or hit you. You gotta pay attention to that. Because there's no excuse to retaliate when you have no money. Like, let go of stuff you can't control. Money comes and goes. But anywho, y'all get the message. Tell me, nice moms, don't tell me I'm gonna be a powerful speaker. And some moms know that I've been through stuff, and they don't even do the things that other moms do to me because they was single and they was miserable. Like, they'll just be like, no, you're gonna make it. Like, I'm really sorry that someone made you feel like that you feel like you can't talk to a woman, a man about anything because people in society make it seem like I'm gonna take the information that you taught and be jealous. And you know, they don't have jealousy in their heart because they actually happy with the kids they have and the person they had kids with, even if they're not together. And they're happy that they got a roof over their head. They're grateful even if they got less. That's the people you need to be around, of that they want more for themselves, but they're graciously okay with taking their time. It's not a fucking rush. It's not a rush. It's not a competition. And I try to be understanding. I try to communicate with people. I try to make it work with people. But they try to make it seem like we're ops. And if we're going to be ops, don't spin the block. Okay? Because I'm not beefing with nobody that I came into your life and I seen that you had nothing and I loved you for you. Imagine that. You get someone that loves you for you, but they're saying something to you that they can't handle. You don't even have the capacity, the empathy to understand that not only it's because of their traumas, it don't have to be always about their trauma. Maybe they don't want to handle that. Maybe they don't want to be around somebody that don't take accountability, always want to make them feel like shit because they feel like shit, and don't want to do anything to make extra money. But then when you're making extra money, you're jealous. I'm going for the moon. I'm going for the stars. I'm going to be at that Hard Rock Hotel, chilling in that nice small spot. I'm going for all of it. I'm going for all of it. Because I'm okay with, okay, I do vent about this a lot. Okay, I did talk about this a lot. Because I didn't have no one to talk it out to. And I only been talking about it for like a good 6 months. And to get over a breakup, they said it takes 26 months. And I think I got it all out of me because I literally learned not only, hey, you're not the problem, but I like to say that I am the problem because, you know, you can't be kind to the wrong people. You can't be doing so much for people where you don't know their intentions. People who are pure, they will show up and do good things and know that and speak good things into you like, hey, this is going to work out. Not say things don't last forever. Hurtful things below the belt. All that type of shit. They want to say things to jeopardize the bond. And that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I should call this jeopardize the bond. I don't know what should I call this. This is a good one though. Like, damn. But whatever you gotta do, journal it out, meditate. I just need to use this platform to be like, yeah, this is great. I'm gonna make abundance of money, people tell me. But it's like, to self-analyze my own behavior. You feel me? Don't be too sweet. You remember, there's people that's thief and crooks in the night that just want to make you feel broken, and to the point where I thank God for my isolation, because it taught me, like, hey, like, why is this popping up in my head? Like, why am I thinking about this? Am I mad about something, or God want me to see something for what it is? So yeah, it's hot as fuck. Because even when people want to use these words, they don't know me. That's what my old therapist said to me, Dr. Caddy. Like, they don't know you. They just want to put you as sweet, innocent, thinking that you can't fight. And you already been in hella fights. You already won a lot of fights. You already flipped people. You already flipped men. You already did this. You shouldn't be around nobody that's trying to get you out of character. That's trying to make you stand on 10-10. Like, you got to be on, like, always looking over your shoulder. Like, bro, like, it's not that deep. They got issues with they self, and they know they the problem. And the thing is, people got to understand, you got to let me go so you can get your blessing. Learn from it's really that simple. Learn from your bad behaviors. Don't do that with the next person. Even when someone looked at me weird when I said this, because I felt like I knew it before it was already going to end. Like, okay, I fixed your credit. A lot of people try to make it seem like women, especially women, that, they trick themselves. You know what that means. If you don't know, I'm so sorry. Like, would say I would never do that for a guy, because they know that the guy could possibly move on and go to somebody else. But you know what? I think that's unconditional love, where you could be okay that, this was a good love story until it wasn't, and I'd rather you be happy in love with somebody else than with me, because you're not for me. And that's just that it. And I kept trying to make it work. I kept trying to wait, and no. The time is now, and I let it go. I finally let it go. I did it. And everybody thought it was impossible. I let it go. I let go bonds with friends, cousins, people who literally came into my life trying to make it seem like it's beef. Like, and they caused the problem. Like, nah, I let it go. I don't need to be around associates like that. I could probably find, no, it's not even probably, I am going to find the best of best friends. Then I don't ever have to look over my shoulder. That they see me making contact and they just want to add in help and make more memories, because they had memories from their childhood. Like, it was great, but they want more good memories. To be like, look back if they was ever on a deathbed, or we lived it up. We actually lived it up. We did the best that we could, and we had a time of our life. The thing, like, I realized when, I said this TikTok where this guy was saying, like, when you have money and everything is straight, that peace that you have. And I know how it feels. That shit got over 2,000 likes. People want you to think negative, like, oh my God, when you living your best life, people are going to be hating on you. No, you already went through enough. What is this always, that trauma, like always trying to worry about somebody not being happy for you? You sure already know people ain't gonna be happy for you, because they not happy for themselves. You sure already know people are gonna be miserable and plotting or doing whatever shit they wanna do. Like that's that. Like, when you get to that unbothered level, I feel like Nicki Minaj, you just gotta be like, be yourself. That's how life is supposed to be. Yourself, not care what other people think, and move on. Move accordingly. Because some people want that financial freedom, and some people are going to respect you that, when they've been going through hell and turmoil, and they trying to pay rent, they trying to not go back to where they was, you help their business. Of course they're going to give you free things. Of course they're going to give you a percentage of their profit. That's some real shit. not turn around and talk shit about you. Because then when people bring out the receipts and a text message of you begging and doing all this, that you gonna look like the bad guy. And then now you just lost customers because you let your ego, pride, you wanna shit on somebody when you need to be humbled. Like, damn, you just made it out from the bottom and you're already fucking it up. That's why some people ain't blessed. Not everybody deserves to go to the top, because they character, how they treat people. And I like to be around people, no matter if I'm around somebody that don't got it like me. Of course, you know, we hear a lot where rappers, people passed away for being around people. I understand. But treating people, meaning if I have a fan and I already have guards by me and I'm at Target, there's nothing wrong saying hi. Especially when they say hi and they're probably going through a lot. Like, what's his name? Sean? Big Sean? Paying everybody meal at Chipotle because, you know, a fan was just venting, needing some good advice. One small thing. You don't got to do no major thing. Pay somebody rent, pay somebody bills. You know, because I did that shit. And I'm never going to do that again. You know, and it's just the small things. Like, even when I dealt with people saying, oh, $20 is not a lot. This is not a lot. Like, bro, people appreciate $1 from me. Being around grateful people makes a big difference when you've been around ungrateful people for a minute. Like, shit. Stay away from people that you're not asking for much. You're just asking the wrong person. I was learning to teach myself how to be calm. Like, I seen people who caused me to be anxious, and I'm not saying their name. Just people very close to me. And I learned not only it's not giving a fuck, but in setting boundaries. It just taught myself to be my own peace. Like, that people are just, you know, especially when they're bad people are temporary. With bad people, they ain't gonna last forever because they just want whatever they want from you. It basically taught me to, like, not put my trust in a man. Like, to think that they're gonna be nurturing. And that's why, you know, when they give you the baby after birth, it's your baby, but you didn't create that baby by yourself. You need a man to create that baby, and it's their responsibility just as much as your responsibility. But there's some men that want to be slick, and want to avoid, because they're not men. They want to be boys. They don't have the ambition. And then it's not until you, like, that was my nightmare. And the lady said that's what I would have went through if I had kept my child. Like, I would have been making 6 figures this year. I would have had all the money to take care of it, and the person just wouldn't be doing much. And I don't want to go through that. I don't want to put myself through that. And on top of that, people just talking down on you. Like, I don't want to go through that. Because just because you don't bully people or you don't say mean things doesn't mean it's going to stop people, even if you help pay their bill, from saying those type of shit to you. So, like, just taught me not to rely on nobody's words to be my safety, to be my peace of mind. Because why would I want you to be my peace of mind if you're not even giving yourself peace of mind or being kind to somebody? There's a video that's going around with this young boy eating fried chicken saying, you know, this girl, y'all being loyal to y'all homies, and this girl actually had sex with you. Well, he ain't said that. He, you know, suck your, and you not, you know, you feel me? Like, they just, and it just, like, I learned my lesson. Like, to you, I'm not enough. To some people that you dealt with as men, like, you was just something to boost their self-esteem. Like, even when you hear their parents saying, like, wow, you're prettier than the last one, like, wow, you're more smarter than the last one, like, that's not a compliment. That's a red flag, because he probably ain't had nothing good, so he don't know how to keep a good thing like you, you know. So that's what it taught me. Because when people see me changing, not being in my emotion from people hurting my feelings or whatever the case may be, they start to say, oh, you're not that anxious, you're not this, you're not that. And it's like, okay, whatever. whatever. That's why I stay away from people, because it's like, man, I'm always gonna find something, whatever, or do something, and it's not even that. Like, I'm just speaking the facts, the truth of people behavior, and you just don't want to hear it. And yeah. And Dr. Caddy discussed, like, that's not a life skill for someone to need. Being manipulative, being narcissistic, being toxic, that's for someone who don't have no confidence and they find benefit because someone used them. Whatever, it could be a girlfriend or someone they was really in love with. It's always like that, right? And they turn into that person that broke their heart. And I always tell people, like, don't go for the person that you want. Like, you want a big booty, slim waist, boobs. Because, like, sometimes when you be desiring things and you don't say nothing about the mind, you're just saying about looks, that's what I stay away from people. Because it's like, you're not telling them to come with. And then you wonder why you have a baby mama that puts you on child support. Because you didn't ask for nobody what's in their mind. Like, you just asked God, I want somebody with pretty face, this, that, and you're shocked that they use their bodies to get their bills paid. That they're beautiful and they really believe in a cocky way that they can get anything they want. You're shocked. I'm shocked that you're that slow, and I'm shocked that, but honestly, I'm not really shocked that you're that slow. But that's just crazy, you know? Yeah. And learn to be kind to yourself. Like, I be like, I'm like, dang, now I don't got no Freon in my car, but at least you got your oil change done. Like, who gives a fuck if you didn't pay for it? Like, look at it as you need to teach people to be a helping hand to you, because you was a helping hand to them. You don't always got to pay people for their services. Like, you don't. And it's not because what you did for them or you had sex with them. Let them think that childish shit. I'm learning to be in my feminine energy. Like, you know, learn to receive. Learn to let a man be a man for you. Learn. Play with their mind. Let them think that you're broke. Whatever. I don't put Freon on my car because I don't have to put Freon on my car. I'm comfortable wearing this and that. I know I gotta get to a point where I have to put Freon, put whole new tires, all that. I'm waiting on the right timing. It's a timing for everything. Even my plug on tires, like, I'm waiting. At least I called them for the price. Just because some people think, because if you had money, you would just do it. And I used to be in that mindset, but then even when I had money, I did it step by step. I would even wait. And people would rush me to be like, get it now, buy the car now, do this now. Messing up my process, because it's like, damn, now I gotta fix this and that because this car that I bought came with these issues. Don't let nobody rush your process. Like Rick Ross said, I always used to ask him, like, why, what did he mean by that? Like, he rather go slow, because you peep so much shit, like, oh, I gotta do this and that and this and that. People don't know that, especially if they not no boss. Let them be the middleman or the little man that runs to get the wood. They don't get that shit. And you don't need to explain that to them. You don't need to explain that shit to them. Because mind you, while you're pushing that baby out, all the man is doing is holding your hand and saying calm things to you. Even one time where I was just going through so much, they had to check me out with a scan on the brain. And I'm through all the things, even seeing someone, an ex, take my head and just smash it because he ain't getting his way, or my mom smashing it to a wall. I would think I'd be going through so much turmoil, whatever, out of anger, whatever they was going through, bro. And some people would love to blame it on me. Yeah, I'm gonna take the blame. It was my fault that you put your hands on me. That makes so much sense. But I learned. What did I learn? Shit. When this guy, because I was able to handle it first, but then he had to put me higher up where I felt like I was claustrophobic. He just gave me a look. He said, yo. And his eyes, I never seen a man's eyes so brown, Latina guy, of course. And he just gave me the peace like that I needed. Like, hey, you got this. You're gonna be calm. Like his eyes, I could feel like I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna be okay. You know. He even tried to give me his number. I'm such a dumbass for not taking it. Anywho, and he had a doctorate degree. Like, yeah, it's just my fault for being, stuck on somebody else. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Yeah. And I literally fell asleep during the whole process. He said he was talking to me. He said he was putting these relaxing sounds. I went to sleep. I was gone, my G. I was gone. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like you have to have an abusive childhood. You don't get nothing out there but trauma. That's it. And some people do it because they went through it. Some people feel like, because they didn't have it good, you shouldn't have it good. That's it. You don't get nothing but healing from it and learning to stay away from people like that. Because they will literally try to program your mind like, oh, because you went through all this hell, watch God bless you with abundance. No, God blessed me with abundance because he seen me walking 2:00 in the morning with nobody on the phone, because the person didn't even want to pick up the phone or be on the phone with me, walking home. Seeing that since I needed to work, since I needed a job, and this person kept saying they were going to do this and that to pay the bills, and it ended up being just full of baloney, I had to do it myself. And instead of complaining and going back and forth, I made myself work. I made myself walk that night. I told myself I was not only going to pay my debt, because I thought this person was the person for me, and pay their debt, waiting on a car that I never received, getting bullied, because I gave a dealership my car, which I got a lawsuit for them to get my money back. Even women was like, oh, why don't you go tell Taki Shan, why don't you go tell him to go get it? They making me sound stupid. They making it seem like I can't save, I'm not enough, I'm not. And you know what? Let them go, because you are enough. They know you're enough. They know you're the prize. They seen everything they threw at you. They came back in your life when it was good, just to leave when it's bad. And they want to talk shit saying, oh, you only come around when you down bad. And they talking about themselves, bro. It's really like a mind fuck thing to me. Like, you just don't. I'm speechless, bro. But it's a breakthrough for me, because it's like, bro, I could do it. I know it may be sad, because some people try to program your mind to be like, wouldn't you like a God to pay this and pay this bill and pay that? And they're getting you comfortable to feel like you are worthy or deserving of that, just to take it away. Like, no one's going to do that for you. But maybe one day somebody will. But right now, I'm on my beast mode. Fuck that shit. You fuck with the right one. The right one. You got the right one. Not only I got connection and plugs and cops and stuff, but this shit, I even help people with other restaurants. And when I get me a boss, almost like me, and he's like motivating me because he's a little 10 times better than me, oh shit, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like a chicken, like that honey mustard when that shit used to be fire at McDonald's. The chicken wraps, what? Crispy too? What? Or the ones at KFC in the island? Ooh, fresh, my dog. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Through all this, had God spoke to me. He said, of course they're not going to like you. Of course they're going to be intimidated by you, because everything that I seen them did, and I kept letting them be they self, that they kept attacking you, trying to break you, you learn, and they didn't see it being possible. But since you prayed to me, since you came to me, since you paid your tithes, since you waited for years, 7 years, and you didn't even break, not losing faith, hiding your faith, knowing it was bigger than a mustard seed, and knowing I was going to come for you. Like, and then people try to make it seem like I set them up. Like, no, I let you be you. I hope that you was going to change and stop your ways. And God watch, man. God watch. Because that's why, like, I got friends. I got like 3 friends. But like, I kid you not, with or without friends, people try to mentally break me down. Ugh, these cramps hurts. Oh God. And realize that, you know, what's that word? I came back. I came back 10 times stronger. I may needed to cry, needed to be in my own hermit, need to be in my head, need to get the plan out. But I got it. I got it. Block all distractions. Keep them away from you. They gonna be all right, man. Let them go talk shit to that person and let them believe that shit. That's why I ain't never going back to people like, what the fuck? You was spreading lies on me, having people believe it too, bro. Sometimes I like to be in a comedy, like, just imagine everybody in heaven and they believe in that one idiot and they looking at them like, bro, you lied? You was lying the whole time on this person? And I knew she was cool, bro. Like, you weird. You possessive. That's why I stay away from people like, hey, I want you to keep your posses. Have your friends. They don't need to be on my side. Shit. They probably do the same shit you do, bro. Hey, it's life. Oh, God. These cramps. Oh, bitch. That one just hit right in the, what the fuck? Woo. Woo. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. We all gonna be a prosperous, abundant, you know. That's why I wasn't like everybody mindset, like, oh God, like we're focused on this and focused on what you're not doing. The poor will always think about what we gotta do next. But when you're wealthy, you create ideas. You already know them bills are gonna get paid. Sometimes if you're around the wrong people, you will think like, shit, is this gonna get paid? They'll stress you out. And then even my friend and I, we was having drinks. I was like, bro, they stressed me out thinking that this wasn't going to get paid. And guess what? It did. It actually got paid. Like, what was he stressing for? I'm like, bro. I'm thankful my grandma in heaven, like, I can still talk to her. I just said, I pray, Lord Jesus Christ, you just tell her. Because she likes the gossip. She like this. She be like, only if I knew. And now you know. Shit. I see it, you see it, and it's like, well, move on. Let's do better. And like sometimes what makes me talk to the people I love, do prayer, is like they more understand the people on earth, because I'd be like, damn, do you see the shit I'm going through? Like, okay. I could understand having 1 million followers and 1 million comments or 10,000 comments, but sometimes people like more than they comment. But it literally showed me, like, if someone wants to make time for you, they can and they will make time for you. Like, you can have over 100 friends. It's not like you getting 100 text messages every fucking day. Everybody got a life. Everybody got kids. You know? Everybody got things that they have to pay and do. And it's only like, I'll literally say out of 100 friends, you'll have them 4 friends that'll be consistent asking you, how's your day? Are you okay? What you doing? So don't believe in that bullshit. Because if I can have influencers hit me up, they got more followers than me to, you know, even Boss Bet, Salt, like, seeing them DM me, bro. They real account too. Man, it's gonna get better. It's a new era, man. It's a new beginning. Like, comment, and subscribe. I say, like, watch what you hear, because there'll be people who be telling you to save and they're not saving nothing. Or like, will think that they're mysterious, because, like, man, trust me, if they're not showing you, they ain't on it. And it's just weird. It's really weird, you know. We gonna get through it. Just don't pay nobody no mind when it comes to that. What's the point of having that person around you? Even when people see you years then take a vacation or doing that, like, I'm not trying to prove to your parents. Like, there's some parents that people seen their parents be married and divorced. They've been to out of the country one time. And to me, being honest, like, you don't have it like that. That's how I look at it. Because I would say that to myself. If it been like that long, if I haven't took a vacation, like, has I really been hustling? Has I really been giving it all? Have I been making the smartest investments? That's what I'm learning. And some people don't want the truth. But why you think, you know, when you see people going so hard, like, if y'all will only see what Little Baby and Moneybag do to work hard, that shit will have people like shaking up and be like, no, I want to go back to what's comfortable. I want to sit back and relax. You feel me? Put this in 5 minutes, but even when people see me that trying to say I'm not, I get compliments from men, and you can tell who don't like you, bro. Like trying to make it seem like they're trying to show support or love. It's how they say it, bro. And like we need to talk about how when my ex wanted to say something cute like we're gonna have kids, I'm like, nah, don't speak for me. We are not gonna have kids, and I'm not trying to even hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to even hurt your feelings. I want to go to therapy. I want to be, because some people literally, because if they've been in a home where they seen their dad cheat or they seen a parent of theirs cheat, they will put you through the same thing. And I seen something that Ari exposed, and that's why she's really a sweetheart. Like, man, somebody will use one thing that you did, maybe calling them out on their crap or saying that they are a cheater. And some men actually want you to hold all that pain and never speak on anything that they did. But they're not going to respect you and love you either way. Either way. And they're not going to change. So why the hell would I put myself in a predicament just to show somebody? It's like it's like showing my mom, who, you know how as the oldest and black women, as the oldest daughter, it's like showing your mom that you can do it by yourself, be independent and capable. It's like, why am I showing people who put me through so much hell that I gotta prove to them that I'm gonna be okay? When in the beginning, they didn't even want me to be okay. They didn't even want me to get up from the shit they put me through. That's why I'm saying people shouldn't be introduced to sex at a young age. That's why I tell people stay a virgin, because at 19 I realized I could have stayed a virgin until I was 24. It wasn't that much of a need or a necessity, because I had to learn how to control my urges. I had to learn that people could be so spiteful. People would try to put you in things and situations to make you feel bad. And you know, I'm learning to grow. Like, you know, one thing my therapist taught me, he literally said, like, you don't have to keep saying all the good things, because he could tell that I'm being the truth. And he just can't believe there's men out here that actually do this. And they do. And sometimes, you know, I look at it, it's because they have this type of trauma and that. And then, instead of trying to say that they're evil or they're just doing ugly things. And that's why I don't want to be around people that is insecure, that don't love themselves. Because whether you got 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make you be ugly or put this mind in your head like you're not going to be unlovable. You know? Even men that they'll try to be the worst in bed and think that you're going to cheat on them. And I actually like the conversation you hold. My love language is not from pleasure. It's literally from, and y'all can say, oh, it's because I've been raped. I really don't have the best when it comes. Like, nah, it's just really like, you know, I'll say 50% plays that, but like that's not the point of the matter. The point of the matter is that my love language is getting to my mind, communicating, having fun. Because you work so hard, why not have so much fun? But there's some people who have fun traumatizing, fun being toxic, fun hurting people, making them feel less. You talking about you want to have this type of mindset, uplift people, but then let's say if somebody's in the same predicament that you was in years ago, you making fun of them. Now you up. And then later in the month, you wonder why all that money went away. Because you made fun of somebody it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be like, yeah, they're going to get through it. Like, you know. Like, some reason in y'all mind, being a gangster, being tough is talking down on people. Talking to people crazy like that. Who taught y'all that? And I literally gave a speech on like the older generation, because they taught y'all that. Making it think it's okay to cheat on your wives. Making it think it's okay to do this type of behavior. Because they was manipulating, and you learn to, like, you know, doing nice things, doing the right thing is not going to be right. That's what Christianity showed me. Like, you know, some people may say whatever they want to say, but what I've seen, people pick and choose, like to make people feel like outcasts, like to make people feel like unloved, even when they was a lovable person. Like, nah. Because they really don't believe in that ideologically, like being good, and they believe that no matter how much sins they do, they Lord Father, yeah, they will forgive them, but doesn't mean He's going to access you granted to heaven, especially if God knew your heart and content. And I'm so grateful that I really forgive even the unforgivable things that God didn't even want me to forgive, because I want Him to have mercy on you, because that man is real. I don't know about y'all. Y'all may not be scared. Y'all may not think that He's real. That's cool for you. Okay, that's cool for you. On the other hand, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You feel me? Even when men give me compliments on my body, like, I know a month work, my booty could be a little thicker, this and that, but I'm not worried about that. People will come to me saying I'm not being consistent, trying to worry about what I'm gonna mortgage, wanna guess where I'm staying, doing side eyes thing, like, oh yeah, you're gonna be in a apartment, and you're gonna be here, you're gonna be there. Like, you don't even know where I'm at. I gotta be 10 toes ahead, because y'all be weird. Y'all be low-key snakes. What the fuck? Mad because y'all grew up with a woman that couldn't do it all, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. There is some men and women that can't do it all. They need a team. But the problem is, y'all just be hurting y'all teammate, making it seem like someone has to be better and cocky. Like, man, I ain't broke. No one cares about that. That's an insecurity, because you need validation to feel like you're enough, because you don't feel like you're enough without having that certain amount of status or money. I believe when you don't care about it and you already enough without it, God bring it to you. And that's why I'm so blessed. Like, Jesus. Because I would be a great mother. I don't only like hearing that, you know, I'm incredibly strong. When people neglect me, and I see kids needing love, support, attention, and that's what they need in for kids and in a marriage. And it's not a lot of work if you love what you do, if you love the person you're doing it for. But some of y'all are miserable and knew y'all wasn't supposed to do this, and y'all brought life to traumatize them. You dated somebody to traumatize them because you didn't heal from the shit you were supposed to hear years ago, and you're just going. I'm avoiding therapy, saying it never worked, but you never went. I'm avoiding not smoking and drinking because I don't believe working meditation is gonna really help me. Be fucking for real. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm done. Like, I'm shocked. I'm actually appalled. I'm really appalled. You know? Then people that I dealt with just look at me with a smile, feeling sweet, just feeling sorry. Like, nah, bro. I would never expose your name, because, like, bro, my fans, they like to roast people, and they don't like bullies. And the fact that y'all come off and sound like bullies, if they find out something weak in you, boy, they are violating y'all. And I am saving y'all from the humility. And yeah, because people can't hurt people's feelings. I remember somebody was trying to tell me why I ain't protect them. Like, how is it cool for you to say something mean, but then when they call you frog eyes, you get mad about that? And I don't think you have frog eyes. Like, not you being a bully caring about what other people think. I thought you didn't care about what nobody think. What the fuck is this?